Today we're going to do a baby registry roast or breakdown. We're going to go through some of their products and determine if they are good, bad, needed, unnecessary, and just some general tips and thoughts about them. So let's dive right into this baby registry. Let's take another look at a baby registry today. So we're going to dive right in. First of all, we are seeing sort of a baby activity center type thing. It looks cute, looks fine, looks very aesthetic, which I didn't get a lot of aesthetic things for my home, but I do see where it's enjoyable to have something cute like this in your living room. So a little expensive, but the one I got that I feel like was not aesthetic was like around $70. So no big deal there. This black and white board book type situation, it's for babies' learning and development. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, hats. So I bought a package of hats for my baby, and then I realized a lot of newborn outfits come with a hat. So I didn't really need hats. And then as far as like if it's a winter, like thicker hat, I would say you need two. Like one that you keep kind of at home for like going outside, and then one for like in the diaper bag for on the go. You don't need that many. Okay, these little onesies are just funsy onesies. No big deal there. They're currently unavailable, so no price there, but those are fun and cute. Now these Gerber unisex like onesies or bodysuits, they're just the plain white ones. And I feel like that's like an old school thing that our parents or grandparents used, was they would buy these and then put them like under their outfit. I don't feel the need for the layering. So for the most part, I would say skip on the plain onesies. Okay, baby hooded towel. It's a pack of one. I would prefer to get a couple. And then my biggest no-no right off the bat, this is a mistake. 30 inches by 30 inches. That is too small. That is way too small. When you are looking for baby towels, look for toddler towels. Look for more like 40 inches, 48 inches. 30 by 30 is small. They are going to outgrow that very, very quickly. I also recommend at a minimum getting 2 towels. You don't need a ton, but 2, that way you can rotate with laundry day. Okay, next, they are doing like a changing pad that goes on a dresser. I didn't do that. I just changed them on our guest bed that was in the bedroom with them. But for 20 bucks, oh, I'm sorry, that's a cover for the changing pad. Whatever, teach their own on that. Wipes. I like having wipes on the registry because then people know what you like. Aquaphor, when it comes to ointments, creams, and body washes, that's up to you and your business on what you're comfortable putting on your baby. Okay, so the bottle drying rack, at least this one isn't colorful. At least it's like matchy for your home, but you don't need it. Just put their stuff on a towel and it'll dry. You don't need this item to then sit out all the time. It's how your house starts looking like it's run over by baby stuff and baby clutter. Next, we have this high chair, Baby Joy high chair 8-in-1. So I'm not a big fan of things that are like 8-in-1, 7-in-1, 6-in-1, because really you're going to have one primary way you use something and primary purpose. But this does look pretty darn cool. Like you got full high chair if you want it. You got a stool if you want it. And you got like a booster seat that can fit in a chair. This is interesting. Now my problem with things like this is then you have extra parts and pieces. Like say you just use the booster seat in the chair, then what are you doing with the other pieces? You know what I mean? And it ends up being like storage and things like that. So I would almost rather you figure out if you want a high chair or you want a booster and just buy the item. And then say you wanted like a table and chairs, buy that separately. That's just my opinion. And I think it's beautiful when you see these products, but you don't actually use them in multiple ways. You typically use them in one way for a very long amount of time. And like I said, storing buckles, parts, pieces, like if you use the booster seat, it's got to buckle onto the chair somehow. Where are those buckles right now? I don't know. All right, this is one that I'm assuming they want to use at like restaurants. I have not used one like this. I think it's cool in some ways because high chairs can be kind of gross at restaurants sometimes. And I know for us, we had a child with allergies. So if that high chair had been covered in like a dairy, like cheese or yogurt, our child had allergies to that. So it could actually make them like flare up. So it's nice to have your own. Realistically, do you want to always walk into restaurants with this? That's up to you. And then the other thing is trusting the table. This clips onto the table. And if the table is wobbly, depending on the weight of your child, that could get a little sketchy, but again, that is up to you and how you feel comfortable, I suppose. All right, bottle brush. They come in handy, yeah. Baby bottle warmer. I don't think this is necessary. I just don't. I don't. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of baby bottle products. Silicone bibs. This was the same from the last registry I looked at, and they're great. I love these silicone bibs. I have ones that are slightly different, but same vibe. Love them. Okay, nasal aspirator. You will get one, if not two of these from the hospital. So I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't get one. Okay, the Nose Frida cradle cap brush. I would see if you can find a more affordable one if you possibly could. And also, your baby might not have cradle caps, so this might be something you wait to purchase. Nose Frida, it's like you're anticipating your baby to be sick. You can get it, but also order it off Amazon when you need it. Okay, so we got baby crib fitted sheets. Let's see if we can see cotton. Okay, nothing wrong with cotton. I will say, if your baby struggles with bald spots, because sometimes babies in their crib, the back of their head will rub, and they'll get a bald spot. What you can do is get something more silky, like a satin or silk fitted sheet, and that can help with preventing bald spots. So look into that if you need to. And then we got like a sleep sack swaddle situation. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's a really good price. So I like that. Okay. And then we got a lovey, essentially. I would not register for this. I would just see if somebody automatically gets you one. But then again, you're picking your aesthetic. You like elephants, you like gray, whatever. All right, we got a rocking chair. This is a cute rocking chair. And I do have to say it's one that I feel like you could use when your babies are older. It doesn't give off a baby nursery vibe to me too much. So, I mean, it's pretty. I didn't have a rocker for my babies, but it's a beautiful chair. Okay, love the flexible fan. It can attach to the stroller. This thing can literally be used forever, so I love that. I love that it's not a baby item, but can be used for baby. We got a car mirror. Of course, I'm a fan of those. Had those with my kids. It's good to be able to see your babies. Now we got some activities. We got like a standing type table situation. Nothing wrong with that. Love Every. I don't know if this is a subscription or just like is Love Every subscription? I don't know. Either way, it looks like a really cute geometric and colorful set. So that looks beautiful to me. It's kind of expensive, but quality toys are expensive. If Love Every is considered quality, I guess, is your opinion. Okay, something for mom, a robe. I don't like putting a lot of items for mom on here, but it's just one so far. Somebody already purchased it. People do sometimes want to treat mama, so they're happy to get something for mom and honor mom, but you don't want to go too overboard, I guess. All right, baby swing. It's a no-go for me. I'm not on the swing team. I think they're bulky. I think they're big. I think baby can fall out of them. They can tip over, and they just take up a lot of room in your home. They're short-lived. No, swings are a no-go for me. My kids lived without them, believe it or not. Okay, we got a thermometer. Again, it's like you're anticipating your baby being sick. I get wanting to be prepared, but I don't know. All right, we got a baby carrier. Nothing wrong with that. I would be a little concerned. That seems a little cheap to me. I'm not going to go fully into the details, but make sure it has a really good strap around your hips and padded shoulders. Because if it's comfortable, you'll use it. If it's uncomfortable, you won't. All right, we got baby shampoo and body wash. That's up to you. Now we got this plate, like dish set. It's cute. I would say people sometimes say silicone absorbs soap and maybe foods and smells and doesn't last the longest. The set of two, I'm like, okay, if you're home with baby and you're introducing food and they eat 3 to 4 meals in a day, if they're doing like a snack, I don't know. I guess, are you hand washing? Are you dishwashing? I'm not saying you need 10 sets, but you'll figure it out, I guess. You'll figure it out. All right, now we got another set, which I'm sure one of these is, unless those are all lotion, but I'm sure one of those is probably bath soap. Let's see, we got wash and shampoo. Okay, so that's a little redundant with that. Why'd you get two? That to me is just confusing their skin. Motrin, again, I go either way on the being prepared. And we got the Hatch. So how is the Hatch only $60 on here? I feel like it's always a little more than this. Interesting. I have the Hatch Plus. I will say I recommend getting one that you can adjust from your phone and you can program from your phone. It looks like that's the case here. So interesting that it's so affordable. We love our Hatch. We absolutely love it. Oh, and that is the end. If you want to learn more about the Hatch and how we use it with our children, I think it's a very helpful tool for parents in making the transition from crib to bed. I recommend introducing it while they're still in the crib
That is the key for success. That way they understand it before making that transition. For more information on that, click this next video coming up right now.